but he sends you guys his love and everything. He wished he could be here, but you know, when you gotta work, you gotta work, and sometimes with our schedules, this might happen that you only get me or you only get him. His schedule is like a 6-day schedule, so it rotates, and mine, though it's always the same at the station, it changes because of acting gigs on you know, and everything on the weekends and stuff. So, but we will get these out every Saturday. That's why you're only getting me. That way we are consistent with when we're getting these up. Next week we're going to be talking about debt myths, so he's going to be back here for that. But I wanted to talk to you guys today about some of the awesome updates that's happening with our channel and our blog. Some really exciting stuff, some really cool visual and sound things going on. And I wanted to talk to you guys today about, you know, a couple small topics, like when to stop your snowball and for what reasons, how much we've saved so far and how much we've paid off, selling items, making extra money, and I want to talk to you today about big purchases as well. So we're going to kind of speed through these things and make this hopefully not too long a video for you guys. I don't want to bore you. And we're also on a webcam, so because this is like quick, so it's kind of like my GoPro video, I guess, even though it's just a webcam, not a GoPro. So I'm not using my nicer one, so hope this is still okay for you guys. Okay, so we've got a format change coming up. We are introducing a YouTube trailer and proper opening and closing credits. I've got a great filmmaker friend of mine named Wesley Lukemeyer of Royal Mass Productions, who I've worked with on other projects, and also work with at the station, and he's going to be doing an awesome YouTube trailer, and I'm going to be splitting those up into credits as well for all of our vlogs and for our channel and for our blog and everything. And it'll give you a snippet of what everything's about, and it'll be a little more professional looking. Another thing that we're going to be getting is a theme song. Now, I'm kind of working on something. I've got a friend that's working on something. We'll see if we're going to combine it or if we're going to go with his or mine. We will decide that. I can't tell you an exact time period because the creative process, you never know. I'm hoping by like next month that it'll be done. We'll see. For the time being, I'm going to be using some kind of stock music that I used for my first film, and I've used it for my other blogs and stuff like that. And I'm just going to be using that for the time being, and that's probably what you've already been listening to or watching on our credits so far. We're getting a logo. I've got somebody that I know who's an amazing professional graphic designer who is going to be doing a logo. And that's it for all the updates, you know, so we're going to get some better visuals going on for the site and for the YouTube channel. I'm really excited about those things. Okay, now let's get to the nitty-gritty. Let's get to the financial questions and the financial topics. Though Sean and I like to plan certain things that we like to talk about, there's certain things that happen or that we come across that we go, ooh, this will be a great thing to talk about. There's also seasonal things like, you know, Christmas and tax season coming up and stuff like that that will bring on more topics as well. So next week is going to be the debt myths, and this week we're going to go over a few smaller things. So, when to stop your debt snowball? Well, the only reason you should have for stopping your debt snowball would be a storm cloud on the horizon. And what I mean by that is job loss, if you know that your job's going to be ending, if you know that you know, you get pregnant and you know the baby's coming, something large is coming, maybe you're going to have a big medical bill because you get sick, or you know, you have a surgery coming up, or you know, those types of things where they're large life issues that come up or that are going to be coming up that you have to prepare for. For us, Sean is separating from the military. He's not going to be active duty, and we need money for travel, and we need to really beef up our emergency savings. This is what you do. You stop your snowball and don't make large purchases, don't do anything like that, but just put everything into your 3 to 6 months, aim towards 6 months of your emergency savings. That's what we need to do. That way when Sean gets out, that we have a cushion in there, so when we're trying to find civilian work, he's going to be going guard, and we need that cushion there to help us and to make it sure that we're okay when we're finding work. It's very difficult. We're going to be going across the country. If it was just a move, we wouldn't be stopping our debt snowball necessarily. We'd be just putting extra money away, which is something that we're doing. All your time and energy to putting money away in your emergency savings in a money market account, preferably. How much we've saved? Well, we have saved $1,000 for our emergency savings, and with just stopping this debt snowball, we stopped it after December 15th when we paid the last payment to the truck, and we paid that off and got that title back, which feels amazing. We decided we wanted that to be a milestone, and then we would stop, put a pause in our debt snowball, just a pause, and put up a lot of money through until we get settled in our new area and everything. You guys will be on the journey for all of that too. It's really exciting and so much easier now that we're on this plan, and we know that this is something we can do. So we've saved. Our goal is, we wanted to save first a month buffer. So we're paying for bills ahead of the month, so we're not living paycheck to paycheck. So we're living, and that's not something that Dave Ramsey necessarily teaches, but it's something that we've learned, and that is great, that we can put up enough money, about $3,200 a month. That's our whole month expenses that we're doing now. We can cut out more if we need to, but that's what we have now, and that's what we have to have saved up. And for a month, that way at the beginning of the month, we have everything for the entire month. We can go ahead and pay the bills off, and then any paychecks we have is just going to go to the next month. So we're not living paycheck to paycheck, which is what 70% of this country is doing. One thing you can do to make extra money, and something that we've done recently, is we sold a gun. We had a gun, a .45, a Gap 45. The ammunition is expensive and it's hard to find, but we were able to find somebody on base, another military member who collects guns, who already has like 1,000 rounds of ammo for this particular gun, has been looking for this particular gun. We found it through the grapevine, somebody who was interested in buying one, didn't really feel comfortable with our gun, but knew somebody else who would love it. That's the way to sell things sometimes, through people you know. We sold it, and now we have a nice little couple $100 chunk of change to put somewhere. And where we're putting it leads into my next topic. Now, you shouldn't be, when you're on your debt snowball, when you're on this Dave Ramsey plan, all the 7 steps plan, you have to put a pause in luxuries and big things, buying large pieces of furniture, unless a bed breaks or something and you have to replace something, or a car breaks down and you have nothing else to drive. Those are part of your 4 walls. Those are a little bit different. That happens. But it's, not buying fancy things, it's not buying expensive things, not going on vacations, stuff like that. But how you handle large purchases of things that you might need. My computer went crap. I've had it for 6 years, and so it's old, it's slow, and now it's finally gotten to the point where it won't even let me on the internet anymore. And we thought it was virus, no virus. We thought it was the virus scan doing a block. It wasn't. It's crap. So I need a new one, and I need it for vlogging, I need it for writing, I need it for putting in for acting stuff. So it's part of my everyday kind of thing. It's not a luxury item. It's part of my everyday life, and I use it for work and all of those things. It doesn't have to be fancy. I'm not getting a really fancy, expensive one. I don't even need a monitor. I just need a CPU. I don't need anything but a CPU. So what we're doing is we're taking the cash that we made from the gun purchase, and we have one envelope fund that we put $50 in a paycheck, or a month. $50 a month and $50 a paycheck. And we have that little amount, and we put it in, and just stays in there, and whatever we need to use it for, that's an actual need. Handling big purchases is just putting away the cash. Putting an envelope fund, saving the cash, saving it in a special savings account, one that you can get to very quickly without any tax issues with it. And don't pay for credit cards. And don't take it out of your emergency fund unless it is a big emergency. A computer going out is not an emergency, so we're not taking out of our emergency fund. We're just for 2 weeks or so, for like a couple days, until I've gone a week without a computer. I've just been using my little Nook tablet thing that connects to my Wi-Fi. It doesn't use data or anything. And then I use my husband's computer when he's gone, and we have like the little $30 one, I just bought it for him for Christmas, Google Chromecast thing, so I can watch things on the internet or from even my phone and stuff on the TV downstairs if I'm not watching like a DVD or something. So I'm able to get around, but I really do need my computer back, a new computer, and we just found out from a friend that it basically will cost so much money to upgrade it that it is better, and then I'll probably just have to upgrade it again, that it's better to just buy a new one, and we're just going to, go with the basic stuff that I need for what it is I do. I don't need a huge graphics card, I'm not a gamer, I just need enough to be able to stream and to be able to use editing software, and maybe some MIDI software, maybe.